Liam, MIA, and Jake were best friends. They had always dreamed of going on an adventure together. One summer, they decided to take a boat trip to explore the ocean. "I can't wait to see dolphins," MIA said excitedly. "I just want to relax on the boat," Jake replied, stretching his arms. Liam smiled. "Let's see what we find. Maybe we'll discover something amazing." They packed food, water, and a map. Liam's uncle owned a small boat, so he let them borrow it. The sky was blue, the water was calm, and the sun was shining. Everything was perfect. But after a few hours, dark clouds appeared. The wind became strong, and the waves grew bigger. "Uh-oh," Jake said nervously. "I think a storm is coming." Suddenly, a huge wave hit their boat. They lost control. The boat spun around, and before they knew it, crash! They hit something hard. When Liam opened his eyes, he was lying on a beach. He looked around and saw MIA and Jake next to him. "Where are we?" MIA asked, sitting up. Jake pointed ahead. "Guys, look." They saw a mysterious island covered in tall trees and strange plants. The boat was broken, and there was no way to call for help. "We're stuck here," Liam said. But that was only the beginning of their adventure. The friends stood up and looked around. The beach was empty, and the only sound was the waves crashing against the shore. "We should find food and water," MIA suggested. They walked into the forest. The trees were tall, and the air smelled fresh. Birds sang in the distance. Soon, they found a small river with clear water. "We can drink this," Liam said. He cupped his hands and took a sip. It was fresh and cool. Jake looked at the trees. "Hey, there are bananas." He climbed up and picked some. After eating, they continued walking. Suddenly, MIA stopped. "Did you hear that?" A rustling sound came from the bushes. The friends held their breath. Then, something moved. A small monkey jumped out. It had big eyes and looked curious. "It's just a monkey," Jake laughed. "Hey, little guy." But then, they saw something stranger. A wooden sign covered in moss. MIA wiped the dirt off. It says, "Danger ahead." The friends exchanged nervous glances. "What do you think it means?" Liam asked. "There's only one way to find out," Jake said. They decided to keep going. As they walked deeper into the forest, the trees became thicker. Suddenly, the ground felt different. "Look at this," Liam pointed. The dirt was soft, like someone had dug there before. Mia's eyes widened. "Maybe there's something buried here." They started digging with their hands. After a few minutes, Jake hit something hard. "It's a box," he said. They pulled out an old wooden chest. It had a rusty lock, but Liam found a sharp rock and broke it open. Inside was a map. "It's a treasure map," MIA gasped. The map showed the island, with a big red X near the mountains. At the bottom, it said, "Find the key in the cave." "We have to find that cave," Liam said. They followed the map's directions until they reached a rocky cliff. There was a dark opening in the rocks. "This must be it," Jake whispered. They stepped inside carefully. It was dark and cold. MIA turned on her flashlight. Suddenly, they heard a noise deep inside the cave. Is someone here?" MIA asked nervously. Then, footsteps echoed in the darkness. The friends froze. The footsteps came closer. Then, a voice spoke. Who's there? Liam held up the flashlight. In front of them stood an old man with a long white beard. He wore a torn shirt and had a kind face. Who are you? MIA asked. The man smiled. My name is Captain Henry. I was shipwrecked here many years ago. You've been living here alone? Jake asked. Yes, the captain nodded. But I know every part of this island. Including the treasure you seek. You know about the treasure? Liam asked excitedly. Captain Henry chuckled. Of course. But first, you need the key. He walked deeper into the cave and pointed to a small stone box. Inside was a golden key. This will open the treasure chest, he said. The friends took the key and thanked him. Do you want to leave the island with us? MIA asked. Captain Henry sighed. I would love to, but I must protect the island's secrets. He led them outside and pointed toward the mountains. Go now. The treasure awaits. The friends waved goodbye and set off toward the red X on the map. After hours of climbing, they reached the top of the mountain. In the center was a stone chest covered in vines. This is it, Liam said, breathing hard. Jake used the golden key and turned it. Click. The chest opened. Inside were gold coins, sparkling jewels. And an old diary? We found it. MIA cheered. Liam picked up the diary. It belonged to an explorer from 200 years ago. It described the island and its secrets. Suddenly, they heard a loud noise. The volcano. MIA gasped. Smoke rose from the distance. The island was about to erupt. We have to leave, now. Jake yelled. They ran back to the beach. Captain Henry was already there. Pushing their broken boat into the water. Go. The tide will carry you away from the island, he shouted. The friends jumped in the boat. The waves pulled them away just as lava started flowing down the mountain. They watched as the island disappeared behind the smoke. We made it, Liam sighed. They had lost the treasure. But they had an incredible story to tell. And most importantly, they would never forget the mysterious island.